Hi there, this is Mr. Ketzman doing the Essentials Math 40S, Book 1, Buying or Leasing a Vehicle, Unit 1. We're going to start off by just doing the first little section of the book, and in later videos we'll be continuing on through this booklet and then throughout the course. What you'll need to start is a calculator, a pencil, eraser, and obviously your booklet. Please write your name at the top. So that I know who you are. Okay, buying or leasing a vehicle. Let's start. So getting started. You will need internet access for parts of it. Hint, you will use the chart in question 1 throughout this chapter, so this booklet. You're going to be doing a research on the current taxes for these provinces and territories. Record the taxes as percents. So I will just give you guys the taxes. Let me just find that. Here we go. So copy that down. Manitoba, 7%, 5%. These haven't changed, I don't think. Oh, I lied. Manitoba's 8% now, but that's okay. Okay, good. Now, we have that. We're gonna work on some evaluation of percentages. So to do this, you will need a calculator. Let's look at the hint. When working with money, round to the nearest cent after you have made final calculations. Okay, so 7% of $120. The way we do this in a calculator, 7% looks like this, or another way to do it is you write 7, and a lot of calculators have percent on it. This one, as you can see, it's right here, but it's a second function operation. So you have to click second function percent, and you get 7%. Of means times, and we're looking for 120. So 7% of 120, that's what it looks like in your calculator, equals $8.40. So you got to write down $8.40. Actually, that's your answer, sorry. $8.40. Right here, you're writing 120 because that's what we're figuring out. Easy enough. So give this one a try for yourself. Same method that we just did. Number 3. I'll do the first one. So this is 105% of $25.99. So when it's over 100%, your answer will be over the number you're timesing. So to do that in your calculator, you will write 1.05, or you can write 105%. Either way works. I'm going to do it this way now, just to show you. So 1.05, so 105% of is times 25.99 equals 27.289. Rounding. So that 9 will make that 8 a 9 because we're told earlier in the booklet to round to the nearest cent. So 28.29. Sorry, 27.29. Good. I'll let you do this one by yourselves. Try it out. Okay. Bottom of the page, hint. I like to read the hints first. Use the tax chart from question 1. So that's above at the top here of the booklet. Cole is a delivery driver in Manitoba. He bought new seat covers for his car. The purchase price was $49.99. What was the total cost with taxes? So complete the chart. Okay, so we're completing the chart. We're going to be using Manitoba provincial tax. So our provincial tax from the chart above is 8% now in Manitoba. And our GST for Canada is still 5%. So what you have to do is use your 8% in your calculator, or you can convert it to 0.08 and 5% or 0.05. So let's do this first section here. So the way you do it, 0.08 times $49.99 equals $3.99. But we have to round, so it's going to round to an even $4. So our total purchase price equals the purchase price plus provincial and government tax. So our purchase price is $49.99. Our provincial tax that we just calculated is $4 after we round it. And our government tax we have to figure out now. So that's 0.05 times $49.99. And our government tax is $2.50 because we have to round up that 9. So write that down, $2.50. When you add them all together, $49.99 plus $4 plus $2.50 equals. So this, what is this called? New seat cover will cost $56.49. $56.49. So that is what the total cost will be with taxes. $56.49. Great. That's page 1. Moving on. Part B of it says, Darlene says that she can determine the total cost with taxes by calculating 112% of the purchase price. Do you agree? So, well, I would agree if Manitoba had 12% tax, but now it's 113. So yeah, I would agree. All you have to do is, instead of calculating the taxes separately, you just times your original seat covers by 1.13, 13% tax. You include the price already that way. So 113% times $49.99, $56.49. And it should be the same as what we did on the, yes, $56.49 at the bottom there, $56.49 here. Great. It's a little shortcut for you guys. Okay, so some evaluate the expressions now. Number 5, evaluated each expression. So if you've ever heard of BEDMAS, brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. When you look at a problem with multiple steps, multiple types of operations, you have to follow this as a guideline so that you get the right answer. Here they started it for you, and they even told you that we have to do 8 times 3 initially before we subtract and before we add. Otherwise, we'll get a wrong answer. So 8 times 3, if you need your calculator, 8 times 3, 24. Write in 24. 12 plus 24 minus 10. So that's 36 minus 10, 26. Great. Now, I'll let you guys do this one on your own. Brackets is first, so you must do everything in the bracket, and you have to do the multiplication first. Then add and subtract, then subtract from 400. I will do B, and I'll let you guys do D. Well, here, I'll do C. I'll do every second one. So you guys can do the bottom two. So 1.05 times 20 equals. So I get 400. And it's a great habit in math to write down your steps, just because you won't forget where you're at in the problem, especially if it's a very complicated problem with multiple layers. Then you'll have room to write down each time you figure out a certain section. So 400 minus bracket 26 plus, that's 21 minus 11. Now, 26 plus 21 is 47, so I just write it there. Minus 11 is what? 36. Great. 400 minus 36 is 364. There's your answer. That's how you do those types of problems. There we go, hints. You have to follow the order of operations. Great. All right, moving on to number 6. We have Marley. She bought a new snowmobile helmet. The regular price was $154.99. The helmet was on sale for 40% off. That's actually a good deal. What was the discount? So when you're trying to figure out how much money you can save, she's saving 40%. So you read 40% of the original value. We know that that's 0.40. So 0.40 times 154.99 is $62, because we have to round. So the discount is $62 off. So then what is the sales price? Well, you take the original price, you minus the discount, and that'll give you the total. So 154.99 minus 62 equals $92.99. Good deal on a helmet. Marley says that you can calculate the sale price in B by determining 60% of the regular price. Do you agree? Yes, I do agree, because everyone should know that 60 plus 40 is 100. Instead of calculating how much off we get, it's easier to just calculate what the cost will be of the helmet, because we know that the cost will be 60% of the original. So we can do the calculation. Original price is $154.99, and all we have to do is times it by 60% to get our answer. So let's do that. 154.99 times 60% is 92.99. And compare the answers, they're the same. We've done it. Excellent. Moving on to the next page. All right, 1.1. This is page 4. So, buying a new vehicle. This is the meat and potatoes of the unit now. We're getting into some calculations. So you need newspapers, magazine, and internet access for this section. So let's try this. A new mountain bike costs $499.99. How much sales tax would you pay in your province or territory? Well, we know that Manitoba has 8 and 5 is 13% tax. So what we can do, 13% we know is 0.13. So 13% of 500, or $499.99, times 0.13. The tax on a mountain bike of this price in Manitoba is going to be $65 even because of the rounding. So that's what goes to the government. It's beneficial to go to places like Alberta that have no provincial tax, only government tax. So if you want to buy something very expensive, a lot of people go to Alberta for shopping or things like that, and they pay less. Okay, so Tara is an electrician in Saskatchewan. She wants to buy a new snowmobile. What are some advantages of buying a new vehicle? So, new vehicle will have a warranty. Why might Tara want to have a warranty on her snowmobile? Tara might want to have a warranty because, and for the written and things, you guys just copy that down in your book, unless you already know it. If something goes wrong, she doesn't have to pay to fix it. Number 2, can Tara buy a new vehicle with the features and options she wants? What might Tara want on her snowmobile? Tara might want upgraded shock absorbers or cargo bag or other accessories. So when you buy it new, you can just add that on to the price. Great. Moving on to example 1. Let's look at the hints. Depreciation is the amount by which an item decreases in value. So when you buy vehicles, no matter what, if they're new or used, they will start getting less and less valuable as time moves on and more kilometers are put on. And that's just a reality of things that are being used. So example 1, Dinesh is a carpenter in Fort Mac, Alberta. He wants to buy a pickup truck. The truck will cost about $28,595. The depreciation, so how much it'll lose value, will be 55% in the first 3 years. How much will it be worth after 3 years? So he drives it for a bit. After 3 years, he wants to sell it. How much can he get for it? So this is a multi-step A-B solution. So the first thing we have to do, what is the total amount of the depreciation in the first 3 years? Well, in the question, I like to read, while I read questions, I like to go back and circle the numbers because I'm not very good at word problems. But when you do this, all you have to do is look at the numbers and know what you're dealing with. And you don't have to really worry about the words as much. That's a trick my physics teacher taught me in high school. So the depreciation is 55% of the new price. So what we have to do is put in 55%, and we of the new price means times the new price. So our new price was $28,595. So we write that in, $28,595. So what will it cost after? 55% of 28,595 is. So he could sell it after 3 years for $15,727.25. Okay, and how much will it be worth after 3 years? Oh, I lied. We just calculated the depreciation. We have to actually figure out how much. So the price of the vehicle after 3 years will be the original price minus the depreciation that we calculated. So the original price was $28,595, and we have to minus the depreciation, which is $15,727.25. So he can actually sell it for a grand total of $12,000 $867.75. So that's what it will be worth after 3 years. Okay, great. Let's move on to the next page. All right. On page 5 now, example 2. Brianna lives in Calgary, Alberta. She plans to buy a new car. The base price of her car is $18,455. She made this list of the extra charges she has to pay. What is the total purchase price including sales tax? So we have in Alberta as well. She's paying extra charges: extended warranty, security package, delivery charge, freight, and federal air conditioning tax. So those are all of the extras that you have to pay when you buy a new car. As you'll find out in a later vehicle project later on in this course. So, solution. What is the total vehicle price? So what we have to do is add our $18,455 plus all of the extra charges on the side here. So we'll put in $1,489, $1,250, $750, $400, and $100. So altogether, that is $22,444. I'll try to make these videos a little quicker by not using the calculator as much until it, maybe for things that are a first time, I'll show you how to use it on the calculator, but then you should be able to do this quickly on your calculator. So, hint, use the tax chart in the beginning. What's the taxes for Alberta? Well, they only have a government tax of 5% is their sales tax. So what is the total purchase price after sales tax? We got the total, 100% of your total vehicle price plus 5% sales tax. So we have to do 105% of our vehicle price. To do that, put that in your calculator. 1.05 times our total that we just calculated, 22,444, and that is about $23,566.20. So that's what our total cost of the vehicle will be after taxes. Okay, moving on. Example 3, Jesse lives in Kelowna, British Columbia, so different sales tax. He used this online calculator to determine the monthly loan payment on a new car. How much interest will Jesse pay on the loan? So we have a vehicle price. A down payment means payment that he put down when he is initially buying the car. He's not actually paying this much money up front right away. He put $1,000 down. He traded in probably an old vehicle for $4,500. The sales tax in British Columbia is 12%. So an interest rate is what he will be charged over 5 years for whatever money he's borrowing, either from a bank or the car company. And he'll pay that back by monthly payments. So instead of just putting down, because not everybody has $26,000 to just put out of their pocket, you get a monthly payment, and that's what he'll be paying per month for this vehicle, $442.87. So how much does he need to borrow? So first we have to figure out the after-tax price. So after-tax price, 112% of the base price times the purchase price minus the trade-in value. So, well, let's do that in our calculator. 1.12 times 25,895.55 minus $4,500. That's our trade-in value. Or we get a value of $23,963.02. So that's the after tax price with the trade-in that he's doing. So now our loan that he's borrowing, that's what a loan is, borrowing money from either the bank or this company, is our after tax price that we just calculated minus his down payment of $1,000. So that's just 23,963.02 minus 1,000, so it's 22,963.02. So he has to borrow 22,000, basically 23 grand from the bank. How much interest will he have to pay? Interest is the amount that so money's never free, folks. Interest is what you have to pay extra when you borrow money. So let's figure that out. You usually can. Interest is the number of months that he has to pay times his monthly payment minus the loan. So, number of months. We know it's 5 years. 5 times how many years in how many months in 1 year? Well, 1 year has 12 months, so 12 times 5 is 60. 60 months times his per monthly payment of $442.87, and we're going to minus the loan amount that we just calculated up here, which was 22,963.02, and that will be equaling about, and remember BEDMAS, do this first, minus that, $3,609.18. So he will have to pay an additional $3,609.18 of interest when he borrows the money from the bank, which sounds like a lot, and that is, but that's just the reality we live in with the banking system today. All right, moving on to the next page, page 6. This is for you guys to practice now that we've actually done some of the examples and we know how to do it. We can do the practice that's for you guys to try. I will probably do 1 or 2 when I figure out which ones are a little bit harder or might be having some extra tricks, because there's 2 pages of practice for 1.1 in this booklet. So I will just check which one is tricky. I've decided to go over every second one just to speed things along. So Frank, he bought a new van for his air conditioning business. He took out a 5-year loan through the dealer. The loan is $18,592. Total interest on the loan is $911.60. What is the amount of each monthly payment that he has to pay? So we can figure that out by his monthly payment is just the loan amount plus interest divided by the number of payments. So let's do it. The loan is $18,592 plus the interest, which is $911.60 divided by number of payments. Number of payments, well, it's a 5-year loan. 5-year loan has 60 payments because 12 times 5 is 60. There will be 60 months that he has to pay this. So type that in your calculator and you will get $325.06. So each month you will have to, wow, there we go. Each month you'll have to pay that much. Okay, moving on to number 4. Let's see, yes. Number 4. Number 4 states, when you buy a new vehicle, you have other costs that are not included in your total amount you pay the dealer. Research other costs in your province or territory. So extra costs when you buy a vehicle would be new license plates, yearly vehicle validation stickers, pre-delivery inspections, and there's more. So just take a second to to copy that, and we'll move on to number 6. So number 6, and I'll show you 6 and 7 because they're all writing questions. So let's read that together. Some people pay cash for a new vehicle. Other people finance all or part of the cost with a loan. So A, what would be an advantage and a disadvantage of paying cash? An advantage would be you do not have to pay monthly payments or interest charges when you drop that huge payment right away on a car. But a disadvantage is you need the entire amount when you buy the vehicles. And not many people have like 40 grand in their pocket to buy a brand new car. B, what would be an advantage and a disadvantage of a loan? So an advantage of a loan, you can buy a vehicle even if you don't have enough money for the entire cost right away. But a disadvantage would be you have to pay the monthly payment and the interest charges, so the lender can take the car back if you can't afford the payments. So if you default on a payment on a car, that guy's gonna come back and take the car from you. And number 7, most car dealers offer financing on new cars. Banks and other financial institutions offer loans. Research to find out which option offer lower interest rates in your area. So the answer in this is they found an advertisement in a newspaper that said a car company was offering 2.9% financing. A sign in the bank near me had a higher interest rate. So that it varies from place to place. I would shop around when you want to buy a new car. Same with a house, anything that has a super expensive price tag. Usually the car companies will have like a 0% financing for like, I don't know, 5 years or something. They do deals like that often, whereas the bank won't. So just keep that in mind if you're buying a car. Okay, so that is our 1.1. So next video will be on 1.2, buying a used vehicle.